Hi guys, my name is Nia. Welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how I did this cute little early 2000s, late 90s hairstyle. It was inspired by these two ladies that I saw on Pinterest. This one right here, I did not do exactly because I didn't have like the little clippy things, the little golden ones. And then this one I didn't do, of course, because my hair is not that long, but I think that I achieved something kind of similar. It's always helpful for me to look at other braiding pictures before I start braiding because I'm not the best braider. So if you would like to learn how to do this style so you can get something like it, even if you're not the best braider, I have some tips and tricks for those of us who have not been like braiding hair straight out the womb. I have some cousins like that. It's like they could braid at the age of 3. And it has taken me years to be able to do this. Now, I will say I can typically braid better than this, but I was having a hard time because I was trying to film myself. But like I said, if you want some tips and tricks on how to achieve this or something similar, just continue to watch this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys have any other videos that you would like to see me do, please let me know in the comment box. I've been liking corresponding with you guys lately. I really have enjoyed reading your comments, hearing that some people have just started their journeys, and just hearing all that you guys have to say. So thank you guys so much for watching again. Have a great day. Bye. Alright guys, let's get started. So what you're going to need is some rubber bands. I use the black kind. If you're doing like a little girl's hair, you may want to use the colorful rubber bands. Those little clips are something to decorate the ends. And then your spray bottle with your water and oil. And then I have some edge control. I laid down my edges. You don't have to. I used 2 different types. Those are the 2 different types I used. And then some toothbrushes to do your edges. And then a regular rubber band. So what I'm doing is I'm going through and I'm separating my hair, just getting it separated so I don't have any marrying going on. You want to make sure you go through and separate your hair quite often, especially during quarantine when a lot of us haven't had our hair professionally retightened in a while. So then I'm going to put a rubber band on the back of my hair just to section off that part since we're not going to really be working with it. The only parts we're going to be working with are the front of our hair. I keep up a picture of the picture that I'm working from so I can get an idea of where I'm going when it comes with sectioning off my hair. Also, I'm wearing a glove because I have some eczema on my hand, and so braiding my hair was starting to become a little bit painful on the other hand, so that's why there's a glove. But I'm sectioning off my hair, and then I'm going to tie them off with rubber bands or ponytail holders. So I'm sectioning off where I want each braid to be. This helps me because I am not the best braider, and so it helps me stay in the lines. I know some people don't need this step, but this step is definitely good for some of you guys who are just beginning to learn how to braid. It typically helps me quite a bit. I have been braiding for a little bit, but I'm not the best braider. And I definitely wasn't the best braider today because I was having a hard time looking in the mirror and braiding my hair while also getting everything on camera. But yeah, so I'm separating each section that's going to be a braid. Now, the front part is the most important because we have that little swoop. That's where the braids are not just going straight across. As you can see, right there in the middle, I have like one braid that's curving around to the side. So right now I'm sectioning off this part and I'm having the braids go straight back after those curved ones. I eventually changed that and had 2 curved braids in the middle, but actually I wish I would have went back and just kept it the way it was. So now I have everything sectioned off. There's a loose braid right there, but we're going to take care of that. So I have everything sectioned off and ready to get started. So I'm going to take one of my braids and take it a loose, or one of my sections and take it a loose. Then I'm going to spray the roots with a little bit of my spray bottle oil mixture and then start braiding. I have done this style with flat twists too, and it turns out pretty cute. For those of you guys who are a little bit nervous about braiding, maybe you struggle with braiding during your loose natural hair journey, I do want to say braiding micro locks or braiding small locks / sister locks has been easier for me than braiding my loose natural hair. It's because, I mean, you already have your hair kind of sectioned, and so you're just grabbing the locks and pulling them over. This style took me about maybe 40 minutes, 30 or 40 minutes, which you guys know if you have locks, that's actually a long time to do your locks. So you have to be wanting to spend some time doing a hairstyle to do this hairstyle. It's not just something that's going to be a quick thing. But on this day, I was in the mood. I had time. I know a lot of us have a lot more time on our hands now if you're still quarantining. I'm still quarantining. I have a lot of people in my life who have compromised immune systems. So for the most part, I'm still living life in the same way that we were living life in April and March. So I had time. How's everybody doing who's watching this video? How is everybody's families? Are most people still quarantining, or are we back to just regular life as normal? So as you guys can see, I'm just continuing to braid, and I'm staying in the sections that we created. Now, I've also taken those other sections and I've tried to kind of push them over to the side. If you guys can tell, I didn't tie my rubber bands right at the root because it's harder to flop them over your head that way. I tied the rubber bands down on like towards the middle or end of the hair so that I could take the rubber band and flop over that section to keep it out of the way while I was braiding the other sections. Pro tip. You're going to find it easier to braid those sections on the sides that are going straight back as opposed to those braids that are kind of curved. Those just tend to go quicker. So I actually would start with those braids on the side so that you can kind of get a hang of it before you get to the ones in the middle. But the trick to the ones in the middle is just to follow the lines that you've created. You've already done your parting, you've done the work, so you're just going to braid along that line. So here's my first braid that has the swoop in it. And so I'm just going to braid along that line and follow my parting, essentially. This style turns out cuter, in my opinion, when you do have a fresh retwist. It's been a while since I've retightened the front of my hair, but I think it turned out okay. I give myself a good 6.5 out of 10. Well, actually, that's kind of low. I'm going to give myself a 7 out of 10. So yeah, as you guys can see, I'm just separating everything before I get started. If you start with a good foundation, like if you have your braids separated and the lines are crisp, things will tend to go better once you really get in there and you start braiding. So I think I redo my first couple of overlaps on this section a few times. Also, something kind of holding me back today was, like I said, the eczema on my hand. I don't typically braid with a plastic glove. And it's something about being able to feel your hair in your hands. It just goes quicker and easier, and things just work better. But we made it work today. So I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward to the end because I'm just braiding. So here we are. I have done the braiding. I followed the parting. And so now I'm going to lay down my edges. And so I'm just getting my edges damp. Let me know if you guys want like a full video on how I lay my 4C edges because when I really do it, guys, it looks pretty good and it'll last for like a day. And so I'm laying them down. One of the big tricks with type 4 hair when it comes to the edge situation is I have to brush my hair forward for a while. I don't know if I showed you guys this very well in this video, but I brush my hair forward before I lay the hair. I'm using the Carol's Daughter hair edge control, and I actually really like it. And I'm using also the, gosh, I don't remember. I will put it in the description box. Yeah, so I'm just bringing it around town, as SpongeBob would say. Gosh, I'm so corny. So here we go. Like I said, we're just swooping our edges around. I just think that with my edges laid down in this this hairstyle, it gives me more of like an early 2000s look to me. I know back in the early 2000s, so I am 27. I wanted to look like freaking Nunu from ATL, and so she had her edges popping. Who else? Oh, I loved, man, all these girls definitely do not have type 4 hair, but I love Chili. Chili always had all the baby hairs. And so if I'm doing like a throwback hairstyle, I'm like, let me get these edges laid. And you can style it however you want. I kind of like the double swoop situation, but for some reason, my right side of my hair was not wanting to do this double swoop. I got it, but it was not looking as cute as the other side for some reason. Edges are definitely sisters, not twins. Like, for some reason, I can never get them to look exactly the same. Comment below if you're able to get your edges to look exactly the same. I don't know why. It's like one side just always decides to act the fool. Like, one side always decides that it's not going to do exactly what I wanted it to do. Now, I do tie down my edges whenever I'm doing them because I honestly don't like that super shiny look because the rest of my hair isn't super shiny. So I just feel like it just makes my forehead look greasy. So I tie down my edges with like I don't know, just a scarf, and it takes away the shine, and then it keeps them stuck like that. But I don't think I've done that here. I think when I come back on, I have done that. Also, at first I thought, let me make this a bun style, so that's what I'm doing. I'm putting my hair up in a bun right now. But then after I put it up, I didn't really like it. But now I'm looking at it now, and I think it's kind of cute. So I'm a finicky person. Sometimes I'm feeling it, sometimes I'm not. So yeah, I was just kind of working the bun around to see if I could get it to sit in a way that I liked. But I could not. So then I switched gears. As you guys can see, this is what we ended up with. Here is the complete style with the hair in the back. I'm also going to show you guys what the hair looks like when I put it up, because originally I thought that that was the cuter look. I was going to keep the hair up in the back. So here is it with the hair up in the back, as you can see. And this is also what my edges look like when they're like done drying. Like, my hair has shine to it, but it doesn't look like baby doll hair. And I feel like sometimes the edge control makes your hair look like baby doll hair. So yeah, there is the complete style with the hair up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see from me next. All right, bye.